galley area. Mind the water in the bilge, which we've got to get out very shortly. So one of the jobs to cover over, so stop this from getting into the boat. But that's the galley area stripped back to the bare bones, which we'll have to clean up, paint, scrape the bulkheads off, get rid of all the old varnish, re-varnish it. Same with the starboard, the other side as well. And the rotten bit in the corner needs to be replaced with fresh mahogany as a closer match to what we can get as possible. And then general paint, scrape and clean. Swinging round to the galley area as well, port starboard side. A lot of work needs doing here. Rotten planking, bit of mould, bit of fungus which needs to be cleaned off, washed off, sterilised and made good. This beam shelf here will be partly removed, as the after bit in the main cabin is rotten and is in a poor state of affairs, as we found out further along the boat, where it's rotten completely. And because it was replaced sometime in the past, somebody cut the tie rods through and made the boat go apart, so making a big job even bigger. But this side, I see, is all empty. The main problem here are the ribs, which are broken there and there. And as you go further along, broken in much the same place all the way along. Somebody picked it up without using the proper spreader bars, broke her, and so we got to replace them. However, this area was completely a dog's dinner and has to be extensively repaired and restored back to its former state. Hopefully over the next few months this year, so we can get the boat deck wise buttoned up and start doing the planking. Swing around in the main cabin. This bulkhead needs cleaning and restoring and replacing the rotten timber here. And as you go back across the boat to the starboard side, the missing boat completely, that's going to have to be completely rebuilt and replaced. As for the deck beams here and here will need to be replaced. The deck beam right across the boat, a completely new one made from side to side. Possibly the deck knees will need to be replaced, but we don't know until we get the deck off. A job for later on. Front bulkhead of the main cabin, not too bad a condition, apart from a general clean down, scrape and varnish. That one seems to have been less affected than any of the other ones. Going around the starboard, same's true here. All he need a good clean down, re-varnish, repainting, and the hull will need clean down, repainting along the way. So that's the main cabin done. Going back now into the cockpit. Big void space everywhere. This will need major work to put the floor beams back in, tanks back in sometime in the future, and eventually 2 new engines in these spaces. That's all now. Talk to you soon.